Many of my friends, they are very fancy about astrologies and YouTube, right? And how we can apply the theory or the concept of astrology to the musical instrument.
Wow.
Before you reply, please subscribe our channel and hit the notification bell and give a thumbs up. We got more story to share with you.
Actually, back in London, I've got a friend of mine who is an astrologer who's written a book about this, and he'd be the guy to really, he's a real authority on this, actually. He's a great astrologer, and he's two talents are astrology and journalism, so he's a great...
Astrology and journalism. So also, he's especially in the music, right?
Indeed. He was the editor of a music paper years ago, for many years. Anyway, actually, however... You met him, do you remember?
Yeah, of course.
He came over with another astrologer friend of mine who's sadly passed on now, and he came over for tea to my house in England some time ago, and we introduced this authority on astrology and music who's written this very popular book on the subject, and we introduced him to planet gongs. Do you remember?
We had Venus gong, we had a beautiful Venus planet gong,
and he had never heard of them.
No, never.
He had never heard of them. He didn't know anything about planet gongs or anything about them, and we spent the afternoon...
Planet music, planet instruments.
And we had never, we spent the afternoon explaining it, the theory behind them. So now I am not an authority on the astrological correspondences to music. I'm more au fait with the subject where it affects me, which is in sound therapy and gong practice. And we have, as I mentioned, we have these series of gongs, planetary gongs. There's basically, if you know your astrology, there's a planetary gong for each of the astrological signs. And so there's one for each of the planets in the solar system, and including minor planets, like most famously the moon, but there's others as well, aren't there? A number of more minor planets. So there's actually quite a collection. What are they? Where do they come from? And how do they correspond to the astrological signs and the attributes that we commonly associate with each of the what sometimes are called star signs, aren't they? So that is that. Would you like me to try and give a brief idea of how much of that you want me to go into?
I can put the information down there, written stuff. If you are interested, please check the description box there. I can put some Chinese stuff.
And don't forget to include this. I always recommend the website that has got fantastic information about this, and whatever the guy, it's called planetware.de. It's actually in German, but you can translate it into any language.
English and not Chinese.
But you can do a Google Translate or whatever to get it into Chinese and by page. But it's really informative on this and really goes into the detail. But the key thing that, because we haven't got all day to explain this
is our gong training.
What's the relationship between astrology and let's talk about the planet gongs and also tuning forks we have.
Tuning fork and singing bowl also
chimes,
has a planet singing bowl.
Is the link between them is the law of correspondence, as above, so below. The way that these things correspond, so that, for example, our moon gong will have will evoke the same energy power as the moon in astrological terms.
Yes.
This is the point.
Yes.
So viewers, those of you who know your astrology will know what attributes the different astrological signs have. You can relate each of the planet gongs to
I always will suggest people really like astrologists or she or he, you are an astrologer. If you have the knowledge or you have the instrument like the planet, like the tuning fork, or
very good point.
The what do you say, the chime, and also all the gong, you can really help your client, your customer.
I think it could
when
really,
you do the reading the chart. You can tell her or tell your customer that you can help them. Yeah.
That would really inform an astrologer's work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We don't hear too much about that, actually. I used to do, my friend who passed, my dear friend Alan Card, who was a famous astrologer in England, he would give very big, well-attended lectures on various topics on astrology, and he used to invite me to take Planet Gong along to play, to kind of give another angle to his talk, and I used to do that quite a lot, and it was very popular actually. It was interesting, but not many people. Because we and I were
not many.
This other astrologer friend didn't know about planet gongs at all. There you go. So it's an interesting.
And also, if you are
idea.
sound therapist, one is from the astrology point of view. One is from the sound therapist. If you are gong player, you are singing bowl player, or tuning fork player. If you from this, you study some astrologies. You know how to help people from the musical instrument to help to balance.
I think so. And you know what? It's just occurred to me that we've got a couple of albums which would be very useful for astrologers to work with, wouldn't it? Wouldn't they? Don't you think?
Yeah, we got 2 albums, I think.
We've got two. Of course, we've got a number of albums that feature planet that have got planet gongs in them. Yeah, but there's 2 that are specifically focused on the. One's called the Lightning Path. Which has got 11 planet gongs on them.
Yeah, this is a trio life. Based on the tree of life.
That's another set of correspondences with the tree of life. Very powerful
knowledge.
And then the second one, which was very much at your inspiration, which one was which gongs are planet gongs on that?
Jupiter, Moon, and Venus, and Neptune.
Yes.
Yeah, the 4 lucky stars.
We are, you see. Now,
that's my lucky star.
Anybody who knows about astrology would be able to. Why did Yiling choose those gongs? I mean, we did happen to have them about the place, but why did she choose those in particular? Because they resonated with this correspondences across into the astrological
I like to
sphere.
do a video next time, talk about my experience about the Jupiter gong.
Oh, well, abundance. Yeah, I mean, we could do a whole video on that alone. Very powerful, viewers.
Very powerful.
When that comes up, be sure to watch it. But these 2 albums, I think, well, not just astrologers, but they're beneficial for many people. But there we are. I think that would be a whole nother set of what's the word, modalities that an astrologer could use by just playing a planetary gong album in the consultation. There's a thought, isn't it? Really good idea.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So if you like the planet energy, connected, like you say, so above,
as above, so below. Yeah, as above, so below. The famous law of correspondence.
The concept, also the energy, the planet energy, and also the musical, soothing in the vibration, musical. You can check the message down below.
Well, we will have details about those 2 albums in particular down below, viewers, if you want to check them out.
Yeah, and in the end, I will put a short clips.
Oh, good. Yeah, good idea.
Which one you want to put?
Well, we'll see. I don't know. You can choose.
Okay, I choose my favorite.
Okay.
Jupiter.
Oh, Jupiter. Oh, yeah.
Jupiter gong.
I'll let you into a secret, viewers. For a number of days, Yiling did her own private meditation with her Jupiter gong, playing nothing but the Jupiter gong for maybe 20 minutes every day. It was in the evening, and it had very powerful impact.
Yes.
Listen up. That will be
coming
another
up soon.
coming soon.
Yes. See you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.